Hello, good morning. It is Saturday, the 27th of June, and this one is the Lincoln Parkrun vlog. Just got in the car and it's only just gone 8 o'clock. Don't know if you can see that. There you go. 28.5 degrees already. This is gonna be fun, I think. Right, good morning. Saturday 27th, as I've said, and I've just parked up quite early actually, 22 minutes past 8 here at Booton Park. So Booton Park, for those that don't know, used to be my home. It was my first home park run here in Lincolnshire when I first moved up here in 2022, I want to say. It's a good thing Beck doesn't watch these videos because she'd kill me the amount of stuff I forget. But 2022, yeah, when I first moved here, this was only down the road. So it's about a 15-20 minute drive from where I am now, the other end of Lincoln. And yeah, I'd thought, you know, I'm staying local this week, having a barbecue later, which I'll talk about in a little sec. And I thought I'm not going to drive down to Birmingham to then drive back because I'll be knackered when I'm meant to be hosting and entertaining guests later. So yeah, thought I'd come back down to this one. Sort of going to play it a little bit differently today, to be honest, to my usual way that I try and play these things. So first things first, I don't usually eat breakfast, or if I do, it's usually breakfast for me before a run is usually an apple or a cereal bar. But I've been up since 6:30 this morning, or 6 o'clock. So I got up, had a shower, and I actually had a full bowl of cereal. I've had a couple of pints of water as well. So yeah, I've gone with the full breakfast option. Now, there has been two things this week which are going to make things extremely difficult for me today. So the first being the weather. 38 degrees it reached yesterday on Friday. When I got in the car this morning, you would have seen the video where I showed the temperature in the car, and at bang on 8 o'clock it was 28.5 degrees. So it's probably going to be in higher echelons of around 28 to 30 today as well. And then secondly, for those that follow us on social media, you might have seen that it was my birthday on Wednesday. So I turned 31, and little side note, I put a post out on Twitter about the fact I turned 31, and let's just say a gentleman that doesn't follow me replied basically in shock that I was 31, and he wasn't complimenting that I look young for my age, let's put it that way. But because it's my birthday, you tend to just let yourself go a little bit. So I think, you know, obviously went out for a lovely curry on Wednesday, had a few beers as well, went to the cinema, so had the biggest bucket of popcorn you have ever seen in your life, along with the biggest drink of Diet Coke, I think it was, as well. So in terms of calories that day to what I've been burning, I would say that the calories consumed heavily outweighed the calories burnt. And like I've just said, with the weather being the way that it's been, again, real cop out of an excuse, because I know a lot of people that I know on Strava have been just getting up early and getting on with it and getting the runs done. But I just cannot seem to do that early morning running. So I haven't ran at all this week. And considering my previous weeks, you know, last week I did 15k, I think the week before I did like 22, the week before that it was 30k. So I've done about 65 kilometres so far in June, which for me is an awful lot. And to just go from that amount of running and that amount of miles in the week to then only doing 5k today, my body's going to be in for a shock. But yeah, let's go and have a stab at Lincoln Parkrun then, shall we? Just walking to the start now, and I must say it was much hotter in the car. I am in the shade at the moment now, but it is pretty tolerable. I do think I'm the only nutter to turn up with a jacket in this heat though, but it's just got my valuables in, so yeah. We all wait at the famous bandstand. in the middle, which is similar vibes to Cannon Hill. I think they have a bandstand. West Park, not one I've done yet in Wolverhampton, they have a bandstand, but it's lovely. It'll fill up as well. Jake's not even bloody here and he's in my head, man. Every time I come to an event now, whether it's a parkrun or an actual running event, I always feel like I need a bloody wee. It's almost 9:15. There are lots of trees around that I could go in, but because there's good weather, there's also a lot of families. So I don't fancy getting nicked, not today. Not any day, to be honest. Right. But I've got CPR dolls here. I'm going to see how good their training really is. I'm keeled over at the end. I'll put it into action then, yeah. It's all well and good there being a doll there, but 20 odd stone bloke keeled over. Let's see you do CPR then. See, I always find courses like this difficult where it's a free lapper and you have to run past the finish funnel because everyone's finished over there. I've still got a lap left, and it's always the case, and I'm, not kidding myself, but it's just a bit of a kick in the teeth because you've got one more lap to go, effectively a mile, because it's 3 laps. The first lap was 13 minutes, probably went out a bit too quick. Second was 15, so 28 when I crossed that. So I'm not going to do a 12 minute, so not that I was expecting it, but sub 40's out the window today. I just don't want to be coming in at like 45 like Richmond last week, because as much as it was a difficult course, and yes, it's very hot today, I just can't be dealt with another blow like my slowest ever park run. So on the last lap now. Right, so we're about halfway round the final lap now, and I've actually enjoyed it. I know, can't believe it. Actually enjoyed it. I think filming the segments I have helped, and I think I've actually been reasonable today. Like, I know I'm not going to be doing anywhere near my best because it's hot, I'm sweating, and yeah, I'm unfit, but yeah, really enjoyed it. I've just got to push on now. Bootham ParkRun, well, Bootham's a park, it's called Lincoln ParkRun, all finished. I'll say a few words now and then maybe a few words when I get back in the car, but straight off the bat, thoroughly enjoyed that today. I came with the mindset of, I know it's hot, I know I haven't ran this week, and it's been quite an indulgent week, so I've put on quite a considerable amount of weight just this week alone, which is a bit annoying, but circumstances may be understood. And I think because of that, there was no pressure on me whatsoever today. I just thought, right, I'm going to take the camera to a course I know very well, and that's exactly what I did, and I enjoyed it. And I think the 3 laps went very quick to me, not according to the timing gods, but it went very quick, and I think that's just because I enjoyed myself. I've come to parkrun too many times before where I've come and I've maybe thought, right, I'm not going to get worried about time, but there's always been something there just stuck in the back air, and I get downhearted. Well, I think my parkrun time will be like 43, but on my Strava I was just over 5k, and the 5k time was 42:47, so I'll absolutely take that today. And yeah, now I'm going to enjoy a barbecue and see a few friends, and yeah, we'll have a good day. But as always, please do hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. We're almost at 200 subscribers now, and I think by the time that this video gets out we'll have more than got there, so thank you so much for that being the case. But yeah, from me and these guys, have a good rest of the weekend, keep on trucking and keep on chasing that finish.